Ladies and gentlemen, welcome and hello. Today we're going to begin Halls of Torment. I have played this game, I'd say like 2 years ago now. However, there's been a massive amount of changes to the gameplay of the role, so I decided to go ahead and just start over from the beginning. That's exactly what we're going to do. So, if you've not played a game like this before, this is in the same vein of games as Vampire Survivors. Our goal is to, well, survive a endless horde of monsters. It's a little bit different in Halls of Torment, but we'll get into it as we get into it. I'm going to go ahead and begin with the Swordsman, our only character we can play right now. So where Vampire Survivors is the game that really kind of spawned the genre here of games where everything's an auto fire. Vampire Survivor is all based on Castlevania. Halls of Torment is based on Diablo. So I'm sure there's more references than I am really getting into. It's very simplistic, but you know what? I wanted to at least put one video on the channel. This is one of those games that you can just kind of play whenever you want to. Then jump into it. Starting off, the only thing we have is to go into the Haunted Caverns. Should go ahead and mention settings. The settings I have turned on is auto aim and auto attack, which means that I don't have to manually aim at enemies in order to deal damage. Otherwise, your character, you can technically have it on manual fire and have it so that you get to aim yourself. Personally, I just like having things nice and simple. Oh, that's new. Okay, so let's see. The idea is you kill things, you get XP gems, and then use those XP gems in order to get yourself extra stats. Interesting. It tells you what each stat does. Well, it used to tell you what the stats do. Maybe it just tells you when you have modifiers. Anyway. So damage, crit bonus, area, or attack speed. I want attack speed. Alright, so pickup range, health, regen. I'm gonna go with pickup range. So each character that you unlock ends up having different playstyles. The swordsman here really enjoys offensive stats like strength and attack speed and range. Which I think there used to be width and length used to be separate stats. Now I think they're all together. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and get strength here. Or damage is. I can't think of a single reason why that would ever be bad. So there's some, unlike other Survivor style games, there's a pretty unique mechanic with the block system where certain characters can have like thorn or reflection damage, and if their block rating is high enough, they take no damage at all when touching enemies, which can be very big. It does look like they give us a quest in the top left corner, I just now noticed, which is to survive until only 26 minutes are left. So survive for 4 minutes is our first mission. If we do get hit, there is some life regen. I'm gonna go ahead and just increase my HP. We don't have a lot of things to make survival easier, so. So this is where you can start getting, one of the other big differences is there are like meaningful differences between enemy types. It's like we went from skeleton, some had shields. Now I have slimes. Slimes have the ability to, they have different movement patterns, and bigger slimes can break into smaller slimes. Here's our first example of a character-specific trait. So this is a dedication. This is a stat that only exists on the swordsman himself, which is health and... Oh. I didn't realize you can see that. So I can either pick reach in, plus defense, or I can wait till I get health and movement speed. I think we're gonna want defense for this run anyway, but it doesn't matter because attack speed. I realize now it's not exactly the most entertaining thing. Personally, I really like recording with the bass music of the game, but this is definitely a game you could just put your own tunes on and just kind of zoom out to. Main weapon damage. Oh yeah, we don't want reach. I would rather have the attack speed and crit. So we'll go for this. More damage. I guess I should specify why I decided to play this. Couple of reasons. One, it's the fact that plus 50%. Oh, that's interesting. One of the reasons is due to the fact that it's technically a spooky game. Getting with the undead and shit. The other thing is the fact that I saw a friend of mine playing Mega Bonk, and it was actually a game I considered getting and chose not to, and now I kind of regret it a little bit. We'll go with, yeah, there we go. Increased attack speed is always nice. I'm gonna get this one because it's rare. At least on this run has been rare so far. Cool, we got our first achievement done. One of the things I should specify that's different about this game compared to, well, actually I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't say because I don't know if that's true or not. It used to be the case that unlike in Vampire Survivors, where if you go so far from a particular XP gym, it will show back up again, like on screen. It'll just kind of like teleport around, and will aggregate any, so that you never actually can run away from your XP gems. I don't believe that's the case with Vampire Survivor or Torment unless they updated it. They do allow you to run away. So all that XP that you see going away, I have to run back there in order to get it again. Crit chance is definitely gonna be worth. I always thought it was weird that you can go directly for crit damage at level 1, because it's like, I get. Maybe there is a way of having a high enough crit chance for it to matter, but I always want crit chance before I get crit damage. Because while you do have innate crit chance, it's like 5%. No, we don't want this one. I'm gonna give some movement speed. Get an elite. I always find it interesting that you only have to lure it away in order to get the things to spawn. You're not required to kill the elite in order to get the scroll. Alright, here's our first example of a... This is an enemy that will always spawn at this time. I guess you would call it a boss. I don't see why you would call it a boss. Those are... I think they're called champions. Champions have unique abilities, as you can tell. I did not get enough movement speed in order to hold myself here. I don't remember what Force does in this character. Force changes every different style in each character, and it's not gonna tell me. Really? Maybe I have to actually have Force for it to tell me. I'll pick it up for now, but Force used to be a different ability at some point as well. I think it was cooldown. And then they made cooldown and attack speed the same thing, so Force got changed. It's like an omni stat. Definitely want movement speed. Did I end up killing the... Oh, there it is. Force. It's knockback. I just can't read. I guess I must have defeated the Guardian of the Scroll. Oh, I got another scroll. Fire, lightning, and needle. Alright, here's your first example. So champions drop items. That's what differentiates them from other enemies. These pieces of equipment will disappear at the end of the run though. You do not get a hold on to them. At least not currently. Base block, strength, base defense, crit chance. Credit it goes. Honestly, I'm surprised I'm doing so well. Ow. Do I want more knockback? Do I want area? I think I do want area. In case it hasn't been apparent yet, the red number is critical attack. And here we can upgrade our what? Yeah. Whatever. Field dudes are absolutely annoying the shit out of me. And so the exclusivity appears with these guys as well. I want attack speed over anything else right now. We'll go with more damage. getting all kinds of achievements here, which is great. Achievements directly tied to upgrades. They unlock things. I guess they are still in the game, they're just labeled differently for some reason. Okay, oh Jesus. Yeah, he's way faster now that he's not holding his shield. The dogs! Hellhounds, dude. Alright, so... Scroll of Mastery, we can either get a new item or we can make our lightning explode. I ultimately think I'm gonna go with explosive strikes. Yeah. Oh no, I gotta sneeze. Oh. Critical bonus is actually going to be nice now. I'm damn near always critting. Hey, we reached level 30. Damage. The fact that I was able to complete half the level my first run with no items, no upgrades, no achievements, actually really nice. I was expecting to get about 10 minutes in and then get my ass kicked. We'll get another level with Swift Feet. There's something that's interesting to me, at least. The fact that this game... I didn't realize this game was actually made in Godot. Godot is a game engine that is open source. There's a part of me that really wants to start making my own game in the future, and Godot is the engine I have been considering learning in. However, you just having the energy to do things is becoming a trial in of itself. Not really motivation so much as the desire to dedicate the energy I do have towards it. So I'm awake like 20, damn near 20 hours a day. I don't sleep that much, or I sleep too much. It's the twin curse of depression. Either barely sleep or oversleep. Very little in the middle. And have been dedicating my energy towards trying to stream and then do recordings. And then once you record it, I have to edit the videos down, which I don't do a ton of editing, but I do have to put it through my editor in order to reduce the size of the upload so that I can upload the video. And then the upload time itself is pretty awful because got very high download, but like damn near no upload speed. I'm guessing it has to do with the fact that we don't use like business class internet. I genuinely don't understand why ISPs just don't sell a ton of upload. I think at most we have like somewhere between 5 to 10 up megabytes up. Compared to the like 150 download speed we have. Actually, it might be higher than that, because it should be higher than that. I'll test later to get the exact numbers, but uploading, I upload multiple videos a day, and each video being 5+ gigs, and would it be no issue with a download, but 5 gigs on upload seems to just take an eternity. Am I actually gonna be able to kill this thing? Yes, I did. I want the chest. I don't have... There you go. More defense, more health. A second ring gets crit bonus damage. 20% movement. Honestly, my damage is fine for right now. Let's get the shoes. Yeah, that's significantly easier. Mobility is king in these types of games. Unless you have a class where you're basically Bastion from Overwatch, in which case, don't move. I'm pretty sure it's not the case, but it's where sometimes it feels like the enemies themselves get faster when you get movement speed increases. It's like everyone gets a movement speed increase. So before I did a reset of my account progress, I did a run just beforehand to see if I enjoyed the game still, and I noticed that I had by this point in the run I had killed somewhere like 31,000 enemies, because the map is massive and the enemies are spawning. They're not spawning just off screen, they're actually spawning like on the corners of the map. I am getting a huge amount of achievements done. Ooh, let me get that potion. We might be getting towards the end of the run here. Oh, yeah, this motherfucker's got blink. I didn't even see what that said. Hit 1,000 something. When you increase your health, you do actually get a plus 50 HP alongside it, so it's worth it if you're near. You can treat increasing health as also healing 50 HP. Well, 50 because of this character. More HP, please. I really need to get this boss gone, champion gone before the next champion spawns, because having more than one of them is going to be a pain in the pits. There you go. Yes. I'd rather modify the ones I have than get another ability. Oh yeah, they explode now. Oh god. Oh, we're on the big slime phase. Alright. Boy, okay, here. Oh, okay. So the green slimes are acid slimes. Wherever they're killed, they make a pool of acid. So you gotta be really careful not to let yourself kill them all surrounded. Bonus damage, please. Okay, yeah, we definitely don't want to stop moving. We don't have nearly enough damage to be able to do that. There's certain, again, the certain characters where it's just better to stop moving. Swordsman is not that. Or at the very least, my swordsman. The fact that I made this single digits on the first run is insane. Alright. Anytime you get a lull in action like that, means you're getting a new enemy type. Hey. It's definitely not below. Oh, fuck. The secret to playing these types of games, if you struggle with like overwhelming, if this looks overwhelming to like watch, is the idea that you're really only paying attention to your character. I don't really care because I have auto aim turned on. He'll automatically aim at wherever an enemy on screen is nearby, so I don't really have to care about attacking. Purely focusing on defense. Just making sure your position, making sure you have a way out. So yeah, I haven't been increasing my block chance, but if you have, depending on how, if you like keep pumping it, there are times where you can just like run at an enemy in order to get out of a tight situation. Oh fuck. A really nice, yes, lightning did its job. I'm not gonna be able to get a new item out of that. Not for a while. Unless we run for it, take damage, which probably wasn't my best bet. I'm gonna the extra movement speed. We need to be able to dodge more than we need to be able to hurt enemies, especially since we have lightning. One of the neat benefits is that it will, even if I don't necessarily be in melee range, the lightning strikes will always hit an enemy if they're on screen. Actively trying to get barrels to see if we can get a potion. Or in that case, a magnet. There we go. I got a potion in there. We get strength. Did we get 10 quests done on a single run? The first run at that? Pretty sure each achievement also has a gold reward. Oh, fuck. Fire acid slime, or giant acid slimes has to be the worst enemy type on this particular level. Actually, slimes in general are pretty awful. Outside of these metallic slimes, slimes are almost always like a piece of shit whenever you see them. I actually had a first example of a diminutive return? Diminishing return. As the health upgrade there only gave 40 instead of 50. Ah, fuck. Alright, we're getting these dogs starting to nip at me. I think I have enough movement speed to keep up with everything. No. Oh, fuck. Oh. Oh, this is awful. Potion? Potion. No potion. Potion? No potion. Knockback would be really nice. It does not appear to be basically doing anything. Carrots are nice. We'll take carrots. Another carrot. We love it. Love a potion. Getting quite a few health upgrades, or healing items here. Brother, we only have sub 1 minute. Come on. Oh. Dead. Alright, forget it. We're gonna just head north. No. Go. Oh, Lord. Fucking piece of shit. Oh my Lord, stop taking hits. Okay, we actually managed to survive. Hi. So, this is something that makes Halls of Torment a little bit special compared to other titles. Is that Halls of Torment, once you reach the end of the clock, you have to deal with what's called, I believe it's the Dungeon Lord? Lore Lord? I swear I don't remember there being ads. Ah! If you manage to beat this, then you win the run. Compared to Vampire Survivors, which, at least last time I played it, Vampire Survivors, whenever you, hit the 30-minute mark, Grim Reaper just one-shot you. Basically, it wasn't possible to actually win. I don't think the visual animation is something you have to worry about on that dash, but you do need to not be on the purple spots. Damn. Okay, so honestly, we did much better than I was expecting on that first run, but oh, okay, that's way more than 10 achievements. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 achievements on our very first run. That is huge. I don't think they... Oh, yeah, they do. They tell you what they unlock as well as... So we unlocked the Quest Stone, which allows us to track different achievements. We unlocked the character, the Archer. We unlocked a new stage, so we basically unlocked the ability to go to a different level. We got a new ability. Abilities are the items that you get when level ups. Those are called abilities. Our upgrades. I think these are... Yeah, these are new upgrades for... when you get a second talisman of mastery, you can get extra abilities. Wait, that's what this is. Oh, actually, this is the reason I was able to get explosive, because I actually unlocked the achievement during the run. I didn't know you could get it on the same run that you unlocked it. That's actually interesting. It's both of the ability upgrades where lightning exploded and where the phantom would explode at the end. Both of those were upgrades. I thought they just were always available. We unlocked the obelisk. Oh, it tells you how we did it. Okay. The Shrine of Blessings. I have no idea what that is. Scars of Toil is a new item. When it says items unlocked, that means there's a new item you can get from those chests when you kill champions. They drop items. There's a new. We can now get Scars of Toil from that chest. Blessing probably has to do with the Shrine of Blessings. Oh, these are stat increases you can spend money on. Yeah, money. New item called the Necromancer's Clutch. Trait types. So abilities are what they call the upgrades for your character. Upgrades for your weapons, like the Phantom Needles, are called traits. I don't know why they're separate. We got a new item called the Echoing Band. 5 coins. The Blood-Soaked Shirt is an item we can get. Hey, we actually unlocked the Cleric. We locked both the Archer and the Cleric on the same run. Okay. Swordplay Mastery, money. An upgrade for Electrifying Strikes. Cavern Survivor 3, Haunted Caverns, additional elite. Oh, unlocked another elite to spawn on level. Okay. Next main quest is to rescue the Wellkeeper from the Ember Grounds. So they want us to go to this new stage we just unlocked. Alright, so now we can choose the Swordsman, the Cleric, and the Archer here. Let's go ahead and get... I'm gonna play the Sorcerer, or Cleric rather. Random Blessings. So you can refund for free at any point. You just get permanent stats. I think movement speed's gonna be something we want right away. Extra money can go into damage. And then, since we have extra, pickup range. Quests. Here's our quest hub. Quests are also achievements, so you can see the ones that are colored are the ones that we have already completed. Otherwise, you can see additional things we can do. Also, it's helpful that they mark them by different chapter. So the Haunted Caverns is what we just did, chapter 1. These are different achievements you can do in that area, which is to don't deal damage with abilities for 30 minutes. I don't remember what abilities are. Wait, does that mean you have to get all the way to the end without upgrading at all? I don't know what that means. Wait. What does right-clicking it do? Oh, just clicking I think makes it... You can mark it. Okay. So there's the Ember Grounds, which is the new mission level we just unlocked. We need to do some things. Path of the Sword. These are all the swordsman related quests. So these can only be done with the swordsman, with the archer, with the their cleric. Milestones overall: walking, survive, etc., etc. And then there's 2 levels of milestones. Anyway, the register of halls? Wait, does that just start another round? Oh, I actually was gonna pause. Well, this is gonna be a one-off episode anyway. Thank you all for watching. If you wanted to see more of this, I might play it more often on stream, but I think we're good on recording. We'll just have a nice one-off. So thank you all for watching and have a great day. Peace.